Thank you very much. Complete. No? All right. Okay. Starting to sound insincere. Starting to sound very insincere. Let's drop it. And you don't clap at all? It's up to you. You don't have to. It's just everyone else was clapping and you were sitting here like this. Hands very close to a clapping position. But you're like, not for me. I get it. What's our issue, you and me? What's going on with us that we can't have a bit of a... Because everyone else was clapping, but you were not into it. Maybe I don't want to know the answer. Go ahead, tell me the answer. Your hands? That's your answer? My hands. I see. My hands, my body, my choice. Maybe you've experienced this too, I don't know. The other night I went to a party. Should preface it by saying a friend and I made the mistake of buying the same shirt. I don't know if you've ever done that before. You got to stay in communication because we ended up at a party together. Oh, God, embarrassing. Both our heads coming out of one neck hole. I don't know why we were facing each other. It made it impossible for us to go out after and pick up chicks, that's for sure. Okay, we got that? Okay, good. Okay, now we have to reset. I actually have to do that joke again, but I have to do it slightly differently. This is complicated, but I've been told we have to do the same joke in a very different fashion in case ISIS wins the global war on terror and successfully brings about a caliphate. We have to make sure this show airs on their television network. And in order to do that, we have to tell it slightly differently. So let's make sure, guys, we just use that back camera and just shoot the front row. Ladies, if you don't mind, you need to bag up a bit here. So if you can just put that on? Put that right. This is ISIS we're talking about. If you want to live, mind just bagging up real quick? That'd be great. Ma'am, I didn't know how many women were in the front row, but this is going to save your life. Trust me. These are like fundamentalist life preservers, all right? There you go. You don't mind. Guys, get the alcohol out of the way, guys. And ma'am, can you put this on real quick? Thank you. You're uncomfortable about it? It's going to save your life. Now, let's just make sure, just shoot, don't shoot anyone else but the front row. And you guys are fine. No alcohol? Okay. Nice to be here at Just for Laughs. How's everyone doing tonight? So a friend and I bought the same shirt. And we ended up at a prayer meeting together where we were literally interpreting the Quran and the Hadith. Very literally. But it was embarrassing because both our heads were popping out of the same neck hole. We were facing the opposite directions. No homo. And it made it very difficult afterwards for us to go out and kill the infidel. God bless Allah. Thank you very much, everybody. There we go. Doesn't feel too good to be wrapped up in a polyester bag, does it? Yeah, I know. That's why we cannot let ISIS win. But just in case they do, we're covered. I actually have to do the joke again, but slightly differently, in case the Arctic wolf population descends on the city and is able to take over, and they become our overlords. I gotta be honest with you people. The whole ISIS thing I did, I didn't even need to do that. It was just an excuse to get into the wolf overlords because I kind of wanted to show off a bit because my wolf impressions are so cool. I was hoping to impress one of the single ladies in the audience tonight. But as I look out at your faces, ladies, I realize you should probably do it on another show. Yeah. Not the best pick of the litter tonight. All right, let's move on. Who's ready for their next act? Okay. Our next guest coming to the stage is visiting us from the safest place in South Central Los Angeles. Please welcome the very funny James Davis. Give it up for James, everybody.
What's up, y'all? Montreal, make some noise for yourselves. Yeah. Okay. I see you. Ripped jeans, thigh out just a little bit. Just a percentage of thigh out for the world. Okay. I'm gonna be in your direct messages. Beware. I like this. This is an attractive crowd. It looks like a room full of profile pictures. Like you really brought your best. Because we all know the profile pictures, that's our best swing in the photography department. One of your profile pictures is gonna be on the eulogy. I'm just saying, like that's how good the pictures are. You can always tell somebody's problem areas by the profile picture, because they always crop out the bullshit. You notice that? If they got a messed up haircut, their picture starts right at the eyebrow and then makes its way down. If they haven't been on their crunches, it's getting a little loosey-goosey downstairs. Chin, a lot of ceiling, a lot of architecture. Is that stained glass back there? That's a beautiful home. Where do they live? What area code is that? I want to know more. And if they're ugly, just the eyes. I know you've seen that one, the just the eyes. Did I get a friend request from a ninja? Who are you? Damn, now I gotta add you to solve the mystery. Who are you, eyes? I don't have enough info to make a decision. You got me. And I'm gonna just say this, I'm tired of all these old people on Facebook. If you old and you feel disrespected by that, I'm talking about you. Get out of there. Get out of there right now. It's not your safe space. I got a friend request from my grandfather. You know how awkward that is? I made the nigga pinned for like 2 weeks. I didn't even make a hard decision on it. I was like, you know what? I'll see you at grandma's. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if my grandpa knows the nuances of social networking, like when to send the direct message or when to do the wall talk, when to slide up in the DMs or when to do the inbox. You gotta know. You can't mix it up. Wall talk, that's that general stuff. Hey, how you doing? Saw the feed, happy birthday. Want to work out later? CrossFit? Something like that, you know? For all of the public social networking world to see. Inbox is that nasty stuff that you wouldn't want anybody to know about. That's why I sent a motherfucking box. This is an inbox message I may have sent the other day. Hey, baby girl, I had a daydream about you. You were butt naked. I put some Lowry's seasoning salt on your ass and licked it off for a midday snack. Send. I heard a woo. You're my type of girl. Because some of these other people, they're weirded out by that. And that's understandable because that was between me and the freak I sent it to. I'll forward it to you, but it was an inbox message. But you can't confuse the two. I went to a house party. Some things went down. The next day, my boy writes on my wall, old girl from last night. Did you hit that? On the wall. So now the whole feed thinks I'm hoeing. And then my grandpa goes, likes this. And now it's a family affair. And I didn't want that. I'll be honest, there's a lot of white people in this crowd, and I feel good about that as a comedy professional. I feel like that means upward movement in the career, you know? You see the leather hat. I do the black rooms, but this is good. I went to a private school, so I have a lot of white friends. I'm like the quintessential token black friend. Literally, I have like a lot of white friends, and I'm always their only black friend. A lot of brothers, they don't like being the token black friend. Look at the white homie like, hey, dog, is this for homework? Are you gonna write an essay about what we did today? Is this for a class? But me, I'm on the other side of life like, damn, out of all the brothers in the world, they chose me. Swag, you know? I'm their LeBron. There was a black friend lottery. I was a #1 draft pick, and I took my talents to Caucasia. Don't know what we're clapping for, but let's do it. No, I mean, come on, guys. You hear me. I'm enunciating. I use big words. If you don't like me, you're a racist. It doesn't come in a safer package than this. If black people were sushi, I'm California roll. I'm safe. Start here first, get used to this, then go to the hood and have that wasabi. You gotta pace yourself. He seems cool. I'm having a good year, yeah. I'm really having a good year. No kids. No fumbles this season. I didn't drop any seeds. I've been giving those eggs the Heisman. Yeah, I have. And it's tough because, you know, safe sex requires discipline to choose the option that feels not as good. You know, like, they don't tell you that in high school when they're putting the condom on the banana. This is safe sex, but unsafe sex feels way better. Safe sex is like eating a Starburst with some of the wrapper on it. Like, it's good, but if that wrapper wasn't on it, I'd rather have raw yellow over papered pink any day. Talking about candy. Just celebrated my 2-month broke-up anniversary. I don't know if you guys celebrate the broke-up anniversary. It's like your anniversary, but the opposite. You celebrate your emancipation from the asshole. Me, I treat it like Independence Day. I take off work. I barbecue her old belongings. I do fireworks in the backyard. This was me the other day, I promise. Just bitch. I hate you. Here's the thing, she smothered me, y'all. She was too into the relationship. I take a selfie, she's like, stop. It's ussies. We take ussies. Pilot, co-pilot. We're in a relationship. To the point where if we were walking somewhere and I walked too fast and there was too much space in between me and her, she would stop. Are you one of those? Hey, I'm back here. I mean, I know we're going to the movie, but I'm all the way back here, here. Bitch, did you add an echo? I was like, can we just, you know, walk faster and catch the trailer to the movie as well? I like that part. But at the same time, me and her started watching a show together on Netflix, House of Cards. You know it. Crack in episode form. We watched episode 1 together as a couple, episode 2 together as a couple, episode 3 together as a union. It was great. It was a great weekend. Then Monday comes, we get back to our grind. Monday night, go over to her spot, turn on House of Cards. I see all these checks. I see all these checks. I see all these goddamn checks. This bitch is on the next season behind my back. These hoes ain't loyal. I was pissed. If we were engaged, I would have broke it off. I can't do this. I can't share my life with a skip in the head ass bitch. You're a skipper. How we gonna raise a kid together? I'm in one room, potty training. You're in the other room, giving them condoms, because you're a skip in the head ass. And there's nothing worse than watching Netflix with someone who's pretending to watch it for the first time. They already watched it behind your back. They cheated on you with new plot and character behind your back, but they say they love you. Either way, they play it off at first. Everybody's watching the episode. This is good. Yeah, it is, babe. I haven't seen any of this coming. This is a really good one. They really did their thing. All of a sudden, some random stranger walks on screen. She's like, oh, shit. What are we ooh shitting right now? We don't know him. That's an extra as long as I know. Oh, I just had a feeling. Bitch, that's a memory. I'm James Davis. Thank you very much.
It's your James Davis right there, everybody. Yeah, exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, your next comedian is, in my opinion, responsible for some of the most memorable jokes that I've ever heard, and it's a pleasure when I get to be on stage with him. Please welcome Emo Phillips. Give it up for Emo, everybody.
Thank you. Oh. Could you hold this? Don't get it dirty on the floor. So I'm walking down the street, and this woman sees me and she takes her purse and puts it onto the inside of her arm. I thought, Emo, you've still got it. I love being in Montreal. Such a wonderful, wonderful place. It's the perfect combination of Paris and Cincinnati. America needs a Canadian-style national health care system. When I was growing up, my dad had a heart attack, and to pay the bills, we had to sell the house. Under the Canadian system, I would have inherited it. I was a handful, though. Once I beat up the school bully with a baseball bat. Both his arms were completely broken, which is what gave me the courage. Oh, what a childhood I had. There was a robin in the backyard with a broken wing. My mom helped me attach a popsicle stick to the wing. Oh, I could hardly sleep that night. The next morning, I run to the freezer. Some things are better in anticipation. It's so hard raising kids today. My nephew just started surfing the net. Yeah, now we got to keep him away from the porn sites for 10 years, you know, till my sister's face changes a little bit. My brother, he did 3 years for selling cocaine. Every day he was beaten and sodomized. I mean, people snicker at house arrest. I live in LA. We have a lot more homeless people than Montreal because the weather doesn't kill them off. If you're homeless in Montreal and you make it past one winter, you are overqualified, my friend. You could be my manager. Well, since I'm here in a foreign country, you could do me a favor. This man is interviewing me for an article. He emailed me some questions. Can I try the answers out on you? Is it okay? Is this weird? Okay. What happens in Canada stays in Canada. Emo, what's the favorite joke of yours you ever wrote? That's like asking a mom, what's your favorite kid? Obviously, the ones that slip out the easiest. What's the first joke you ever wrote? Should I do it? Yeah. I went to the bathroom, and there was a dead postman in the tub. I thought, that's weird. It's Sunday. What's your take on emo music? Well, know, it kind of sucks that I made the name emo famous in the 80s, and now there's a genre of music called emo. But to be fair, my dad, Bebop Phillips, suffered the same sad fate. What's the worst job you ever had? Well, back in college, I was often strapped for cash. Probably that one. What would your enemies say about you? That I have very poor aim. Name 3 things that make you laugh. My sister's nipples. Well, one's tiny. And I've yet to name the other 2. Thank you for being my friends. Bye-bye.
Emo Phyllis, everybody. He likes that way better. Ladies and gentlemen, your next act coming to the stage, you've seen on Comedy Central. She just released her first album. Please welcome Aparna Nancherla. Give it up.
It's nice when the mic stand is as tall as you. It's very empowering. I'm a wizard. Laugh. Laugh, mortals. Guys, how are you? Good? Great? Great. What a great show. I want to get right into it. So I'd like to share a recent realization I made in my life. There is no way to pick up pills that you've spilled on the ground without looking like a total human red flag. You know? There's just no way to be like, oh! Oh, this is what I meant to do, and everything is going great. Like, it's always usually more along the lines of just like, I'm so sorry. I need these! Oh, mama's medicine. You know, like it immediately spirals into a dark one-woman show that no one agreed to attend. Very quickly gets real. I am on a healthy diet of pills, I might as well admit. They are prescribed for the most part, you know. One of the things I take them for is depression. It's always great to start off a set with depression because people are like, I guess you can have it all, you know. But yeah, I've had depression pretty much my whole life. Learned to manage it for the most part, but a lot of times I'll still feel sad for no reason. But then I'll remember the reasons, you know. Like this actually makes a lot of sense. This adds up. One of the things I've been struggling with recently is working from home. I don't know if anyone works from home or freelances. You definitely don't have to cheer. You've had a long, hard day. You gotta save that energy for tomorrow. I find it very hard to be productive when you work from home. Like, I feel like the closest thing I have to a boss is Netflix. When it's like, are you still watching? And I'm like, of course I'm still watching. I'm never not watching. Stop micromanaging me, you know? I'm your best employee. I take all your suggestions. Sometimes when you're in charge of your own productivity, you'll have entire weeks where you're just like, was I a person? Like, did I count? Did I register on the map of existence? I have no idea. Like, I remember one particularly troubling day where at the end of it, I was like, did you do anything today that would be considered an action, you know? And then I could only come up with two things for that day. One, I fell in the shower. It's not, that's right, it's not my finest achievement, but it was like a new experience. So I was like, there's growth there, some new markets might open up. And then two, I Shazammed the music in a pet food commercial. But I got a result, so I feel like it counts. Pushing the bar ever so slightly forward. But that was all I did the entire day. Like, I feel like if I had died that day and someone was just like, well, you know, what'd she do before she left? It'd be like, well, it was a little bit like she was already gone, you know? She was ready for it. She was very motivated to leave. No, it's fine. You know, some people have a lust for life. I feel like if people describe me, they'd be like, she likes life, just not in that way, you know? She just wants to be friends. She's not physically attracted. It's more of a mental, spiritual connection. Yeah, I have goals. I just like to waste my time in getting to them. Like, I love to procrastinate, love to waste time, learn to embrace it as a strength. Does anyone identify as a professional procrastinator? Yeah. And again, don't even make noise. Just think about it and then don't do anything. It's kind of our whole deal. I go through different cycles of like what I like to do to waste time. Like I've gotten really good at this one, the nap sandwich. You guys know that one? It's like when you take a nap and then you have a sandwich. And then you take another nap. This is a good one. Rarely disappoints. I love napping so much. My one problem with it is the waking up part. Like, that's where I don't sign off on it. And only because it is the most disorienting feeling every time. Like, no one ever takes a nap and then is just like, that was a great idea, and now I feel great. Like, the only feeling I would compare waking up from a nap to is like, if you stop to check your reflection in a parked car on the street, and then you suddenly realize there's someone sitting in the car. It's like, no! Why is this happening? Is my family okay? What is hair? Like, none of the questions make sense at that point. How do you even get out of that? Are you just like, I was never here. This was all a dream. No, you're weird. You were sitting in your car parked on a street. I was just making sure I still had a face. I'm the grown-up. You guys have been great. I want to leave you with just a quick thought. This is something that still I struggle with. I hate when you're going in for the handshake, but the other person is coming in for the fist bump. But then you realize you're in front of a mirror and you don't know who you are anymore. I hate that. Thank you guys so much.
That's your Aparna Nancherla, everybody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. Thank you so much. You've been a lovely crowd. Good night.